We'll see if we can see this on here. Somewhere. All right, let me hit refresh on Facebook here. And we'll see. Yep, looks like video is live. Let's see if it turns it up here. Ah, sweet. And we are live. We're here with the joy of painting. I'm your host, Bob Ross. We're joined today with Zach Howard. We're gonna do some happy trees. Happy trees.
Uh, how you doing, Dan?
Good. Hey, thanks for coming on and doing this with us. Greatly appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yeah. So, oh man, yeah, this is a lot of fun. So right now I'm just sharing this stuff to other channels on Facebook and what have you.
Perfect. I'll just get inking.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are you inking there, Zach?
I am inking a pencil drawing of the Hulk by artist Jeff Johnson.
Oh,
Uh,
nice. It looks pretty stellar.
I've added a few grays myself to give me guides for spot blacks, but I've always wanted to screw around and ink one of Jeff's pieces, so this is a perfect opportunity.
Nice. Oh, great. And you've got closed captioning on your end.
Do I?
Yeah, it looks like it's auto generated.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, if for some reason it's just on your end, so it must be on your Skype or something. That's pretty
Should,
cool, though.
should I turn it off?
No, no, I think it's interesting. It adds a texture to it.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look on mine and see if I can do that on my end.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah,
there you go.
I think I'll go ahead. I'll start a watch party here, but I'm just not gonna invite people. Hopefully, it'll bounce a little bit extra notification
Okay.
out to people anyway. But let me send stuff to you first. Now, somebody seems to have chimed in and already is
Good. Hello,
live.
somebody. Um, yeah, do what you got to do. I'll just get.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're recording, so you know.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. So you might have already posted this to your Facebook page, but I'm doing it again if you have it.
No problem. Can't hurt.
Yeah, little redundancy. It's always good to have backups. Oh, there's Pepper. He says, hey Pepper,
Hi.
how are you doing, Pepper? So, somebody from COFOH says they're enjoying. Oh, it's Brett. Hi, Brett.
Hey, Brett.
He's just enjoying. Not sure what he's enjoying. Just enjoying. I'm enjoying.
I'm good. Well, I don't want to bore people just saying hi to people, so
No, I know. It's yeah, yeah. Oh, Pepper says, "Okay, you guys. Yeah, we're good. I'm good. Yeah,
let's open up the questions so we can get this rolling.
yeah. Let's see here. So, yeah, yeah. So, do you go pretty far back with Jeff Johnson? I remember him when I think it was in the '90s. He was doing Wonder Man. I
That's
was
when I
collecting
was
that.
introduced to him. Well, his work. But to answer your question, no, I did a con last year. Where was it? Milwaukee. And
Okay.
uh, just they had a really good group of artists there in the pro section, and we all got along. Obviously, knew Jeff's work, so and he was like a table or two away from where I was sitting, and just got talking, had some beers, good times, and I've always wanted to. He has such interesting structure to not. It's just so well built. All of his work.
Mm-hmm.
So I was curious what it would look like if I inked it
Oh,
with
okay.
my crazy textures and blacks and all that fun stuff. Or
Yeah,
Bob Ross is the theme, happy fun stuff.
yeah. Happy tree fun stuff. Yeah,
Happy Hulk.
yeah. Happy Hulk. And then just
Just
do a
use
big
the
pile of
Hulk.
cocaine.
Just just enjoy the Hulk.
Oh man.
So
Yeah. So, well, Jeff's still around, right? You guys still do stuff?
yeah, he's coming back to comics. He's doing, I believe, and I may be misspeaking, but I think an Image series. I know it's creator owned.
Oh,
Uh,
cool.
and I was going to ink a pinup for it, but we thought we'd practice with the Hulk.
Nice. That's cool.
So I'm
I
sure he'll look at sometime watching this being inked.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I didn't realize he was out of comics. Did he
Uh,
just retire or go do something else?
oh, animation,
Oh,
storyboards, things like that.
nice.
Uh, people, comics can wear you down, so it's sometimes good to just bounce around and kind of recharge and try some new things. Uh, Comic books is just such a grind, so
Right.
it's
Right.
good to take a breath once in a while. I think a lot of people end up doing that at some point.
Right. Yeah. You and I were talking before this. I interviewed Greg Guler last night, and
Uh-huh.
he was doing Hawk and Dove for DC back in the late '80s, working like 12 hours a day, 6, 7 days a week. And so when he started doing like animation design stuff, that was more of a 9 to 5 thing. He was so grateful for that.
Yeah, it's I'm always amazed by the guys that can crush comic book art so quickly.
Right.
I don't think I have their natural ability. Yeah, it's just it takes me longer to draw, I guess. So
Nor do I. I mean, look at me. I got to do all these fucking ridiculous lines.
you have a style unto your own there, Dan,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's an important thing. So have art is your language, especially illustration. You're communicating to people, with a language you kind of made up. So it's
Mhm.
really fun when you have something very distinct that people can decipher, and enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah. You mentioned earlier that you're a big texture guy too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you have noticed.
Yeah. Liking my stuff. I can get lost in your work too because it takes you on its own trip. It's the process of making it. It has its own story, let alone whatever you're trying to convey in that page.
Y- yeah, I like my artwork to read like a fucking Led Zeppelin song. It just takes you on
Right.
a like a
Awesome.
8 minute journey or some shit all over the place, but it's still cohesive, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I love that analogy. Led Zeppelin's song. It's I think that lends itself to pretty accurately.
Well, first, that's a little bombastic if I'm actually claiming that. So, it was a quick analogy, but to the point. Yeah,
Hmm.
I just, their music takes you on a journey, and it kicks you in the chest. It's potent. It has everything I like. So that's kind of what I want to do with my sequential art.
Nice. So you're just with all your textured work, you're just coming off of Hellboy. I
I
was
am. I just finished earlier this week.
Oh my gosh, congratulations! And that was a 2 issue series.
Yeah, yeah. It 2 issues of probably the most dense illustration work I've ever done. Illustrative work.
Wow, congratulations!
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. It was an absolute honor to get to work off of Mignola script, and an amazing one too.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about what the story's about?
Sure, the first issue's out. So basically, it's a sequel to an Eisner Award winning miniseries by Richard Corbin and Mike Mignola from, I think it's like 2009, I suspect, or 8,
Nice.
called The Crooked Man. And I'm drawing the sequel, which is about 8 years later. And, the main character from the first story's aged a lot now that the curse is gone, etc. And he's helping out this young witch that was kicked out of her house, and I would say, she's middle teens, 14, 15 years old, and uh, Hellboy and her go check out what's going on with the Crooked Man's house again, and mayhem ensues.
Oh,
But
fantastic.
what I love about it is it has, I'm very, very fortunate. It has that classic, just the classic Hellboy feel from my favorite era around like the corpse and the Wolves of St. Augustine. That's when it felt
Oh,
the property felt really magical to me. And this story has that kind of feel to it. So I was very, very fortunate.
that's cool. God, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I remember when the first issue came out, and
Uh-huh.
I was down at Mutiny Cafe. Shout out to Mutiny Cafe and Jim Norris and Matt Megacy and those guys. But they had the last issue on the shelf, so I made sure I got that.
Ah,
I
well,
had to kind of hip check a little 5-year-old girl, but it was worth.
well, if you ever run out, no need to harm children. You can just call me and I'll sign one for you and get it over.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, next time we can physically see each other, and hug and smooch, I'll make sure to have it on me, and so you can sign it too. Because
Deal. Yeah, yeah. So I also got to do the covers, which it was weird. I just asked, "Hey, can I do covers?" And Mike let me do them. So holy shit, right? So
that's cool. Is that something that in the Hellboy universe isn't always because who is it? Fernando? Is it Fernando Duncan? Is that his? Am I butcher? I'm butchering that name.
Duncan Fegretto, boy, true
Okay.
master from, and that's another honor. When you do Hellboy and things like that, people like him contact you. And he was one of my favorite Vertigo artists back in the day. And
Nice.
so doing a property like Hellboy brings out the people wanting to talk to you, which is fun because usually I dwell in my little corner of obscurity of indie comics. So.
Nice.
Which I enjoy, but it's also fun sometimes to be part of something big.
Yeah, no, that's it's cool. Well, I mean, you've done a lot of work for a lot of different people. I think earlier you were mentioning it was kind of like some smaller stuff, but I mean, your style just leaps off the table and smack just gobsmacks people in the eyes. You know,
Well, I'm honored that you say that, man. Thank you very much. I try to be noticeable. I think that's important when you're expressing yourself in any art form. Uh, so I always try to bring it every line, every page.
yeah,
Which doesn't lend well to production, obviously. Any fan of mine knows. But I'd rather, and we talked a bit about this. I'm more into the posterity of art and achievement. So I don't. If you wait a month longer, I'm going to give you a masterpiece, and I think that's more important than a on-time book that's forgotten about in 3 months.
right. Any type of little fill in or something that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I mean, I absolutely, that's not a judgment to people that find contentment in that. I just, it took me a long time to try and not force it and realize I'm more of a European style of sequential artist and
Okay.
embrace that. And
Nice.
I'm going to go on that journey and try a few new mediums, see if I can drum up things like album covers and just do fun stuff. Just kind of, you know, go zen for a bit and find a new muse, maybe.
Yeah. So when you say album covers, have you done any, or you done some in the past, or just you're wanting to do that?
I did a few in the past. I mean, way in the past for my old Batman editor, I believe.
Oh, okay.
His name is Michael Wright. Shout out if you ever watch this, dude. He had a band with the Batman editors, like the assistant editor and stuff like that, and they used
Uh-huh.
to play NYC. So I did a few of their album covers.
Nice.
Uh, and but that was so long ago. I'd like to see what I could do, or like if bands are ever allowed to tour again, do like some tour cover, posters or something really fun,
Right on.
switch it up. I'm
Yep.
excited to work with Nelson Daniel again. We worked together for 10 years, so we're anxious to do some projects together. Mike Rach, we're basically going to get the Wild Blue Yonder crew back together, and we got
Cool.
a hell of a story about a seastead in the future that we want to tell.
Oh,
So we
nice.
got an ocean adventure for our next one. Um, yeah, and just going to do commissions for people that have been waiting for the last 10 years. So, and that's literal truth. I'm gonna, all the people have been waiting. Finally, gonna get them. I'm gonna do a spectrum of high-end ones, but also cheap ones, like $150, $200 ones, so everyone can get some.
Nice.
You know,
Yeah,
eventually.
I'm sure Brett is probably chomping at the bit to get a commission from you. Oh,
He's
and Pepper was wanting to see if you would do a Camp Crash poster for us.
I would absolutely love to.
Cool. Yeah, we'll have to chat about that, and then Brett's talking about how vibrant your colors are in the Hellboy series.
Oh, that's not me. That's Dave Stewart, man.
Nice.
That's I
Oh, that's
appreciate it, but all credit, if you like those colors, all credit goes to Dave.
yeah. He's pretty legendary amongst the Dark Horse crowd because he does so many colored works for Mike and the Hellboy universe. I mean, that's where I know him from.
Oh yeah, he's probably been with Mike with longer than Nelson's been with me. It was a learning curve for me because working with one colorist for 10 years, we basically developed our own style together,
Yeah.
so it was hard changing, as I was talking to you earlier, how art's
Mhm.
your own personal language is hard to switch my language of illustration up to be more open for Dave's how he colors. I don't know if I succeeded as well as I could have. It was a challenge, but I'm glad people like it because that means I didn't totally fuck up and hand Dave a pile of garbage.
I like your sense of self deprivation.
Well, whether true or not, it's so important to keep
Right.
a humble head.
No, I totally agree. I'm
If
not one to kind of focus on ego. I don't know. It leaves me with a bad taste. So if it leaves me with a bad taste, it's got to leave other people kind of just
Well, art's a weird balance. You're not going to meet a great artist without some sort of ego issue because
right.
they're working it out in their stupid heads. That's part of the journey of being an artist and self-expression. And you also have a big enough ego, you think you have something to say. So you have to have that, but you can't fall into conceit and arrogance and things like that.
All the usual tropes.
Truly usual. Especially, we all know most creators have, come from an introverted background for the most part.
Hmm.
So, they have trouble dealing with attention, and it can really fuck with people, man. I've seen people get swallowed up by fame.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, swallowed up.
Oh,
And
yeah. Yeah. No, I've seen the Blob.
and you just have to walk that tightrope because you need that fuel. You need a
Yeah.
little bit of a chip on your shoulder. I got something to say, and I think I'm good enough to get people's attention to say it.
Right.
But you also can't think you're too so important that you're better than anybody, man. You just I don't know. It's all about balance.
No. Most definitely. Wolfie says hello, and Zach, your work is great. What kind of brush pen are you using, Zach?
I am using, I believe it's the medium. Yeah, Zebra. It's the blue one, brush pen. These are the greatest things on earth.
Nice. One day I'll learn to use those. Hopefully you got that, Wolfie. It's a zebra brush pen. Looks like you're holding it up, trying to hold it up. It's a little
I'll
blurry.
do it again here.
A little blurry. It's
Go.
starting to look like a still frame from Silence of the Lambs.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, they come in three sizes. I use I believe the medium and the large. Or no, might be the fine. And then here we got two more gray ones here.
Oh, cool.
Gray, dark gray. They're different sizes. I'll pull out the fat one in a bit once I get some of this line work done.
Nice.
On commissions, I'll often use my pit markers too for structure lines, containment lines.
Nice.
So I'll do that now for lay peeps.
Yeah, mostly what I end up doing is just taking these microns and going to town. It's I think at some point pretty soon I do need to start really diversifying because this is great and fun, but it's starting to become I think a little bit more mechanical, and that's not something that I really appreciate.
I struggled with that early on in my career because I was basically self-taught, and I was very pen-oriented. And, fortunately, a collaboration with a traditionally trained artist early in my career helped expand me into brush and nib, and, is the greatest thing I ever did.
Nice.
Because the more tools you have in your toolbox, the more limitless the stuff you can create. So obviously mixed with a skill set, but so I think it's you should learn the brush anyways with the stuff you're doing.
Yeah, I definitely want. Yeah, I love the idea of like those strokes and stuff, and nothing that's too clean. Are you also like doing work on like Syntactic tablets or anything like that?
I pencil on Cintiq in Clip Studio.
Oh, okay.
It's helped my, for multiple reasons, but it's helped my penciling a lot.
Oh, cool.
It's not intuitive to me. I'm an old stupid man, but
that's okay. So am I.
I'm learning it, and one of the things I'm going to do while I'm on a hiatus here is really get fucking good with the program.
Cool.
So that's my goal.
Yeah. How are you and the missus holding up? I know I've asked this a couple times tonight, but now that we're on camera, how are you and the missus holding up with being doing this social distancing and isolation?
Well, she has to still keep her hospital open, so it's a little scary on that end for her, or at least for me, for her. But
yeah.
She's a soldier and does it fearlessly. But my life, zero change except I can't go food shopping now. And that's about it. I get to see my wife more. Her hours will be extending almost back to normal next week. So that's good. And but shit, I almost feel guilty because I think I'm the happiest person ever during the apocalypse.
Yeah,
it's fucking fun, man. I just get to see my wife more. Dogs and I are jogging, and it's great.
Nice. Yeah. Talking to like Greg last night, he's usually working at home, so nothing's changed for him either. And it seems like that's pretty much the way it is for a lot of artists, designers, comic book creators. They're just working at home and plugging away.
Yeah, we usually we know how to do alone time, so
Right.
it's not that it doesn't get shitty after a while, but
With pants or without pants, either way.
I'm glad we have options.
Yeah, that's right. I don't want to go into a place where I don't have options.
So what have you been working on lately? Just your usual all over the place fun stuff, or?
Very much so. Obviously we're getting ready for Colorado Festival of Horror.
Yeah.
We're
Is that still going on?
Still going on. We're going to keep organizing and putting it together until we can't put it together anymore.
Okay.
So hopefully it's a go. And then it's interesting to watch all these other events around us, like cancel or postpone or reschedule. And some of the events are scheduling around our time. So that's kind of the reality we have to deal with. And it's fine. We'll figure it out. And then as far as my own personal stuff, Elise and I are finishing up a children's comic book called Stanley Kaiju and the Subterranean Bunny Defenders. And,
good to go.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a nice change of pace because I'm usually that horror guy, writing and illustrating R-rated material all the time, and now I have nieces and nephews running all over the place.
Gonna give them something to read, huh?
Right. It's finally something they can pick up, and I don't have to get that downing look from my sisters.
I know the feeling, man. I draw Joe Hill books, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I don't have a lot of light reading.
Yeah. Do you have nieces and nephews?
I do. I have two nieces.
Oh, that's great. Do you get to see them often, or are they?
Well, the oldest niece is actually a student at DU.
Oh,
so
cool.
It's kind of nice, yeah. So, and my youngest niece may go to DU as well, but I'm not certain.
Oh, okay. That's cool. What's the line of studying?
She does. Gosh, I don't know exactly what to call it, but it's a type of the social, studies and women's studies and things like that. But she has this new program, and I wish I knew the name of it. That's doing really well there, and they're getting a lot of press for Women's Support Network that they've started. So
well, that's wonderful.
I just wish I had the more information on it, but
that's cool.
She's a little badass.
Cool. That sounds great. So it sounds like she's out there wanting to change the world.
Yeah, but she's actually, gung ho and actually doing things rather than just talking.
Yeah, that's what we need more of is people that actually do shit.
Another fucking Twitter account.
Yeah. God, those things are endless. Man, your Hulk is looking pretty stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All I can see is the little screen, so if I ever get off panel, just yell at me.
Okay, well, you're off. Oh, now you're back on. Well, and on the FaceTime live, there's a delay, so there's like a minute or two delay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm watching you on FaceTime, because the main screen that I'm broadcasting from, that's where my camera is, and that's my laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, but it looks like Robert Elrod chimed in.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah. Hey, Rob. Let's see. I thought there was going to be some live drawing. What's this tracing shit going on?
Well, you know me.
Yeah. Wolfie is asking you, who are your inspirations as an inker?
Oh, as an inker.
Pretty specific.
God, there's some wizards out there. Well, I can't say I really have influences anymore, but I have people that just blow my mind. Inking wise, like Dan Panosian, his
Oh
fluidity
yeah.
uh, just boggles me. I mean, just scrambles my brain. You know, especially when you watch him ink with a brush, same tools I use. You know,
Yeah.
many of the times.
His stuff is really gestural, I think, these days.
Yeah, he brought this just amazing cartooning sensibility to, you know, just his unbelievable structure and the patterns he creates with his brush pen, and it's just I don't know. It's really amazing to know and be friends with some of these unbelievable artists.
That's great. Yeah, I think you did a drink and draw with him.
Yeah, I did a
That
couple. Intimidating as hell to you know draw with Joe Q and
oh,
Dan
cool.
Panosian and Dave Johnson, Jeff Johnson. So,
Nice.
but
What a
it's
great
a lot of
crowd.
fun. You just embrace things like that and grab your ankles and jump in, right?
Yeah, that's usually what you do. If you can grab your ankles and then jump in, that's amazing.
I work out a lot, man.
That's true. That's
I
true.
stretch too.
Good. I'm glad that's part of your daily regimen of stretching.
Yes, yes.
I
So
one day I hope to grab my ankles too, but until
I do
then,
too. I'm waiting.
I'll just stick my hand up my ass.
Well, we got to do something, I guess.
Well, you got to place your hand somewhere, I suppose.
Well, if it's cold, it's cold.
uh, Man, so hey, what these days, like as far as commissions and stuff,
Yes.
what do you get asked to draw the most? And then the second part to that question is, what do you prefer to draw the most?
Oh my God. I don't know. I haven't done commissions in forever. I had to go down this rabbit hole journey I was on, and it took about 7 years for my style or however, whatever the fuck you call the art I do. My I had to see the bottom of the rabbit hole, and I think I hit it.
Okay.
So I've been kind of avoiding commissions because I don't really enjoy them all the time if I got other things to do. I'm so singularly focused, they just distract me.
Right.
So
I can understand that.
I don't know if I really have a favorite. My favorite I've done in the past have probably been Judge Dredd. I
Oh,
did a
yeah.
cover run for Nelson Daniels' IDW series, uh, and I really enjoyed it. And for some reason, they fortunately, really took off in popularity. So I got a lot of those fun commissions, and it's
Cool.
the ones I hate are like Colossus and Kitty Pryde dancing or some shit like that. Like no,
Okay.
no. Or Wolverine stabbing Spider-Man in the dick, and it's like,
Uh, yeah, that's
you just get weird things like that, and people get incensed. And I don't mean to be a dick. I just, I don't just run up to you and demand you go wash my car or something. It's just I'm gonna be selective about what commissions I do. But that being said, for the first time in a decade, I'm really opening my commissions list for the next 2 years. So,
cool.
commissions. What commissions I like? Hellboy is the most requested. Obviously, my dealer is taking commission requests right now, higher end ones, and it's basically, Hellboy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and rightfully
For
so.
obviously reasons, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm really excited for people to see the new issue. It's definitely the best work of my life.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do you now, amidst all the turmoil and things that's going on in the comic book industry due to COVID-19, do we know what the new release date is, or did it get pushed back, or
Well, it got pushed, but I was told they're getting ready for print now. So
Oh, good.
I hopefully sometime in May, but I don't know. That's up to Diamond too.
True.
So, but it's being colored. I think colors are wrapping up with Dave Stewart right now, and
Aw-
probably being lettered and proofed.
Awesome. Can't wait to see Dave's finished work on your stuff. And God, he's been with Mike for forever. I remember Hellboy all the way back into the '90s. That's when I was like collecting the collected. Well, no, the early 2000s is when I was collecting the collected books. I caught some of the early single issues of Hellboy. Um, but and then I went to art school and kind of fell out of a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So now
Well,
most of the stuff I do end up collecting ends up being what my friends are working on.
that's most of my career. I just trade books with my buddies. You
Right,
know,
right.
eventually it becomes like, well, at least for me, it became kind of like working in a donut factory. Donuts taste good, but after a while, you're like, if I see one more fucking donut, uh, I'm gonna puke.
No more Wolverine donuts.
Doing Wolverine covers were fun. I actually enjoy doing like when I did Venom covers a few years ago. That was one of my favorite jobs. I'd never even drawn Venom before, and here I was having a blast drawing Venom covers until the
Right.
series got canceled.
Oh shoot. Yeah, no,
Oh,
I remember some of those covers. Those were fantastic.
oh, thanks. Series get canceled like that constantly. Don't feel bad.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that seems to be the constant state of monthly comics is when you have a new big story art and creative team. They cancel the line and then they restart it to get, I guess, the new readers. I suppose.
There's a lot of reasons for how things are done,
Sure.
both ethical and kind of fast food mentality sometimes, but
Right.
and just necessity. It's just a big mix of a lot of things. Not a lot of money in comic books, so
No. Yeah. Yeah. Last night we were talking about the industry as it is now. I mean, granted, it's beyond tough for everybody from everybody in the production side, the artists, the writers, the editors, the company, the publisher, the distributors, and the shops. But we were talking about like the days when we were get the comics at the grocery store,
yes.
and I mean, God, as a kid, I would kill for that feeling again. I love the comic book shops, but I was like, well, the movies now are the big thing. Why aren't they taking like the stories that some of these movies are based off of, or the most recent issue or something, and opening weekend there's a stack of comics to give out to these people that are fans but have no idea what the actual comic book is like.
You're. I really like the heart of your idea or the
Mhm.
heart behind it,
But
but I think a lot of traditional comic book artists and just people that have been around a long time, it's never going back to the old days, guys.
right.
It's not going to be on spinner racks in the corner. Kids don't give two shits about comics when there's a tablet and a VR headset,
Oh,
and
I know. Yeah,
and people don't even like to read, much less read comic books. So
sure.
you have all these obstacles. Printing is so effing expensive. Shipping
Right.
is so expensive. It's a different world. So there
Yeah.
has to be
Well, and
an
and
adjustment.
and even to that, like with comics, so readily available on digital and digital download, and on webtoons that you work with quite a bit, and even Comixology. It's like you buy a movie ticket online. Why doesn't that come with a free digital download?
That is a good idea. More than having a comic book there. Not that I like the smell of comic books, man. I like them in my hand.
Yeah, I
I
like
like
the
I'm
artifact.
old school. I like the tactile feel when you put it in your hand. It's crisp. You open it up and you can smell the fresh printing. And
Yeah,
it's
the
I
nice.
love it. But that being said, the
Yeah,
world evolves and people. I'm not saying I want to do print forever, but there needs to be a smart digital migration to all digital platforms for our medium
Right.
and integration. And people are working on it.
Yeah.
Um, but it needs to happen. And nostalgia is fun and all, but it can poison you as well. Enjoy it, but don't let it
Right.
destroy the future either. We got to do something. Print's not going to recover.
Right.
It's just not. It's
And
going to get worse.
the nice thing with digital, going back to buying a movie ticket, it's like there's little to no overhead, because there's no print being done. So, other than the production team and getting it on, formatted onto the platform and stuff.
Once the pipeline's done, it's just clicking tickets.
Right, exactly. So I think that would be an interesting. And the other thing too is the other big medium is video games.
And you can't compete. I mean, it just people think kids are going to want to read a comic before a video game. Most aren't, and we just got to realize that. So we got to your point, integrate somehow because it's the greatest storytelling platform on earth, man. Words on pictures,
Right.
It's always going to be around, always going to be around.
Right.
But we just got to figure out how to disseminate it.
Right. Make it part of the video game.
It's got to be more than just one damn thing, too. Just print or just digital. It needs to be everything.
Well,
the medium can translate. So to your point, it can be on a video game. It can be,
You've got.
Go.
Oh, I'm sorry. You also have companies out there like is it TKO Presents that when a new book comes out, it's the full story and it's available on all these different platforms, whether it's the floppy issue, the collected graphic novel in print, but also on a couple of different platforms of digital.
I don't know the company well. I know they're new and they seem exciting, and I know some people working for them, but I've never worked for them or communicated with them.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty ignorant about that. I apologize, man.
Oh, that's okay. I don't know too much about the comic book industry anymore, other than the stuff I used to do with Dink and then just the self-publishing shit I do now. And I still don't know
anything. Comics are more interesting than the comic industry. Let's just say that.
True.
Kind of like Hollywood. It's more fun to watch Indiana Jones than be around Hollywood people.
Right. Oh, looks like I missed a comment from Wolfie. Looks like, I've done that. I think he's referencing grabbing the ankles.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's an oldie but a goodie.
We got a good group of flexible people.
Oh, man. There's Wolfie. Boom. Yeah, so he appreciated that. Looks like he's paying attention with anticipation.
Well, I have people yell at me if I get out of frame with the Hulk, or they want to see me ink a part of the Hulk. They want to see me finish the face, start the background, or an arm, a hand. Just have them holla.
And guys, make sure to ask us. Ask Zach questions. Just keep posting them. There's my bald head that came into frame. That's disgusting.
Oh. Well, there's a reason I don't show my bald head. It's just blinding.
Wolfie says he's been drawing a lot. This is good brain food.
Oh, good.
Right.
What's Wolfie drawing? What are you drawing, Wolfie? Let us know.
Yeah, Wolfie's one of my production partners. So he's...
For Camp Crash?
He's one of our sound guys for that. And... helps on camera work. So and just grip, just whatever needs to be done. But
that's how it works in independent, right? Your grip, your assistant director,
everything. Sometimes your team psychologist.
Always that, right?
Sometimes you've got to be the girlfriend. That's fine.
That's the ankles grabbing thing.
That is the ankles grabbing thing. It's whatever it takes. Sometimes you got to go get the Twinkies and the donuts and the bagels and the coffee and
craft service too. Geez.
Yeah, the enemas. Just whatever. The neat thing about Wolfie is he directed a feature film 10 years ago called Colfax and 15th. It is a fantastic little indie drama.
Yeah.
I helped him get it into a couple film festivals. It's coming up on its 10-year anniversary, so he's doing a new re-edit, and it launched the careers of I think two or three film actors in there.
Badass, man. How do you watch it?
Yeah, I'll get you a link when he's got the updated version. I think he's gonna have just an online watch party for the 10th anniversary because obviously we can't really get into theaters right now.
Yeah.
But I think that'll be later in the year, so maybe the end of summer or early fall. So Wolfie just respond back, getting the chops back. Right now he's drawing a lot of Laura Crofts and then some of his own original characters. There's so much I like to do, comics being one of the things.
Awesome.
Says thanks, Dan. He said he'll have some new links pretty soon. I think for Colfax and 15th.
Good to go. Looking forward to it. Congrats, dude.
He works with me and Gerard, Kai Hue and Q.
Yeah, good buddies with Gerard.
Yeah. He's been busy. I think he's got a new job.
I don't think we've hung out in forever.
Yeah.
We're basically reduced to internet friends now. But
yeah.
Always good seeing him, man.
I think every now and then his daughter, like Friday, I try to have online drawing class for kids.
Yo, cool.
Yeah, so my nieces and nephews, and sometimes his kids jump on.
Well, his kids are cute as hell, so I'm sure it's a fun time.
Oh my gosh, they're awesome. They had some pictures of them howling the other night with
awesome.
So yeah. Have you guys been doing that too?
Howling?
Yeah.
Well, I've been listening to the neighborhood. I'll be honest, I suck. I never take part in that kind of social stuff. But I think it's awesome. I watch it. Our neighborhood lights up. You hear it all throughout the neighborhood echoing.
Yeah.
It's so important to, let people know you acknowledge their sacrifice.
Right. Most definitely. I think just being there, letting your neighbors know that you're still there and you're alive and kicking, and I think
we're still a community.
Yeah.
Just way from a distance.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it's been interesting, seeing how people band together, and unfortunately how others don't either. So
yeah, some people are just freaking the fuck out, and you gotta. It's a good lesson in life. You gotta learn to be able to live with yourself first.
Right.
Don't distract yourself. Get quiet and make sure you like who you are.
Right. Well, and I think for the most part, people are being pretty successful.
In a lot of areas, society's surprising me.
Right. Yeah, that's.
So you're always going to have idiots, but
yeah,
I'm also motivated by how smart and just societally diligent people have been.
Yeah, I love watching that. Where certain faculties are just gravely falling short, like the locals, pick up the slack and innovate masks and 3D print ventilators and that sort of thing. Of course, you got to be careful with the ventilators because
a little more dynamic than a mask,
right.
prevent shedding. But yeah, I put out a call on Facebook because my wife donated all of her gear to the hospital.
Oh wow!
But she was left with only a few surgical face masks. They ran out, but people came together and made her like 25 masks. So her and her employees all have new masks and everything. So
that's
people
great.
rock, man. When sometimes it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's absolutely wonderful to see that that occurred. That people came through to help your wife and her business, and she stepped up to help others.
Isn't that what it's about?
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, we've been. Yeah, our big thing over here was just supporting some of our friends, shops, making sure that they don't go under. So, like,
Yeah, we keep buying crowlers from our. I'm drinking more beer because I want my poor brewery up the street to do well. They're awesome, you know.
nice,
So I've been buying little crowlers from them. To your point, just do
right?
what you can, man.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of coffee from Mutiny Cafe, and then getting
Mm.
some gift cards and stuff from Wayne at Time Warp, and then it's
Yeah, I bought a few $100 worth of comics from them, and
oh
then I
wow,
donated a piece for the Comics for Creators, and that fortunately did well. So, uh, you just do what you can. You buy books from your damn comic book shop. I'm like buying old stuff like Walter Simonson's Thor run, just stuff I don't have from my childhood. Uh, it's been a lot of fun. I'm reading more comics than I have in 15 years.
nice. Oh, that's cool. Well, now you've got a little bit of time especially since you finished up Hellboy this week, right?
Yes, and fuck yeah, I'm having fun. Just reading books, playing video games.
Wow.
Uh, yeah,
I've
trying
only
not to
ever
punch through the TV this time.
I've only ever known you to be that workhorse.
Well, I'm psychotic, Dan. I don't like not succeeding, so I just keep hammering away till I get there. But the
Yeah.
problem with that, you look back and it's been 20 years, you know?
Oh, sure.
So there's sacrifices for everything.
Yeah.
Um, but,
Most definitely. Sometimes you got to sacrifice to the Dark Lord.
yes, indeed.
That's why I drink coffee.
Oh, yeah, the Black Mistress and I have a deep relationship.
Yeah. The black blood of creativity.
Yes, yeah, the nectar of the gods.
The owner of the best albums.
Yeah. So, well, yeah. Then we're both connoisseurs.
Oh yeah.
That's my lifeblood, man. I drink about a pot a day. I swear.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm everything's French press, so it's just like maybe one or two presses a day.
Yeah.
So it's not terrible, but yeah. What's your usual blend that you go for these days?
Right now, I'm a big fan of Ethiopian coffees.
Nice.
And then I also do bulletproof. I mix that in too. So I like bulletproof stuff.
Wow, I'm not familiar with bulletproof.
I like blending oils in with my, like MCT oil in with my,
Oh, okay,
uh,
cool.
so I get my, sorry, my,
Oh,
what am I talking about? My fatty acids. Sorry, my brain
oh,
went dead
sure.
while I was inking a nose.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Do you need to take a break?
no, no, no. It was just a momentary. I had to concentrate for a second.
I know
Don't know if I
flashbacks, right?
succeeded, but good enough. Um, but no, man. Uh, I just love coffee. I don't get too hoity-toity about it.
Okay.
I mean, a good cup of Folgers coffee at a diner will make me happy.
Wow.
Um,
Okay. Nice.
um, that being said, I prefer good coffee.
Yeah, at a diner. It's like you kind of expect that, and then, but I always like that, and when a pot has been on the burner too long, and it becomes really really bitter.
It's like burnt pennies.
Right, right. I've got to cut it, with creamer. That's usually the only time I use creamer. I like it. I like it black. I like it how it comes out. When it's blended. I tend to go for the Sumatra blends.
Those are good too. Every once in a while, those give me a stomach ache, though.
No, I totally get it. Yeah.
I like the sweeter blends again, like the Ethiopian and Costa Rican. I fell in love with their coffee surfing down there.
Nice.
Just things like that.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not too picky, man. You just I like my coffee strong and black, like my lovers.
That's right. Yeah. Well, at least you have consistency.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh man, Wolfie posted a whole bunch of stuff. Awesome. Thanks, Zach. Yeah, G's the man, Gerard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would go and shoot the Lucha Libre and Laughs shows at the Orange.
I went to one of those, and it was. I mean, I couldn't give two shits about professional wrestling,
Yeah,
and I had some of the most fun I've ever had. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating. I got drunk and giggled the whole time.
nice. Yeah, it's definitely one of those shows. So yeah, we would shoot those and edit those together and put together pitches. I think Scott's still editing together the next sizzle reel, so hopefully we'll
Cool.
have another thing to pitch pretty soon.
Awesome, man. You
Yeah.
got things cracking.
Well, yeah, we're yeah, poor Scott. He's working over at Access TV. They just before all this, they got bought by a company in Canada that I don't know. They're not really sure what they were doing. So they've been reworking, and then now everybody's got to work from home. So which is pretty interesting, seeing a whole TV station be operated by just like three or four people. On
The world's changing. I mean, the world's not going to be the same on the other side of this. You're going to
right,
find out a lot of people can work from home.
and it
Some
shouldn't.
people are necessarily can't. We're
Yeah,
going to really find out what the
yeah,
hell.
yeah. I don't think it should return. I saw that interview with the mayor from Las Vegas. Oh my God.
I heard about it. I didn't read it.
Oh, it was I couldn't turn away. It was just like watching a car accident. I felt bad for Anderson Cooper, which I normally don't give a shit about, but yeah, no, I was like, man, yeah, this lady's a train wreck, and the people of Las Vegas are probably going to die because of it.
Well, the sad reality is this exposed how fucking ignorant people are about just biology,
Hmm.
pathogens, just basic objective reality.
Right,
um,
and in government
they just
positions,
live in fantasies and momentum. And look, this is going to rebound probably two more times. We're trying to mitigate some problems
right,
here, and you got some unfortunate people running around, protesting. I get the spirit of what you're saying, but you have to live in objective reality, and we got to do things as for the whole of society. We just do, and we got to figure it the hell out. We can't just run around waving, hillbilly flags and screaming at nurses standing in the street. You know.
yeah, most definitely. Looks like Pepper commented concentration fog when you're working concentration fog when you're working on the nose.
I just had I see it. I'm pointing at it right now. I'm not happy with the shadow I put under it.
Oh, I see.
It's a little round for me, but I'll probably come back and liven it up with a brush.
Oh, nice. Give it
The
some
brush,
feathering.
one of the great things about a brush is it's such a forgiving tool, and there's so much life to it. As you can see, I'm a heavy pen guy, but
Hmm.
the brush just brings shit to life. You just can't draw these lines. You can only paint them.
Yeah.
Oh, and the brush pen, I like it because I'm a self-taught pen guy. It's a perfect bridge for me. It just feels right to me. So I can get some of my brush effects, though they're a little chunky. You can't get too slick with it.
Hmm.
You can do some really dynamic brush work with it, but still hold it like a pen,
Yeah.
which I'm a little more comfortable with. I'll break out my brush here soon and have a little fun with this guy.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Wolfie says, "Yep, lucha libres and laughs rules."
Well, when it gets going again, we'll clank a beer over it. And have
Goddamn
some
right.
fun.
Yeah, most definitely. You should come join us. Hopefully, we'll be able to
100%.
film some more and do some more stupid shit. Hey, Wolfie, are you still in Colorado or are you going back to LA?
Oh no.
Well, he's been getting. He said he'll be there. I guess that means Lucha Libres. So we got Frank just joined. It looks like Tammy joined. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Frank. I think
Hola.
Amy Jean joined. Hi, Amy Jean. No, he's staying in Colorado. Okay, cool. 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 Well, that'll be easier. Then we can do all kinds of fun adventures. Um,
Let the new people know we can to ask questions. Give
hey,
us something to
everybody
shoot the shit about.
that's joined, feel free to ask questions. Zach's an absolute madman with the brush pen. He's going to bring out the big, 5-inch house painting brush too. It'll make it even more stellar. Just kidding.
Sure.
That was a terrible joke.
We'll
That's
try it.
awful. That's awful.
I didn't like where you're going with 5 inches though.
Oh, that's true. It's more of a 7-incher. Just to stoke his ego. Let's see here.
I'll remain silent.
Yeah, yeah. That's like that didn't go over well either. Yeah, it looks like he's staying in Colorado forever. Ha ha ha.
Good man. Never go back to LA.
Yeah, you lose
That's
your
a portal
soul.
to hell.
Yeah, well, and you went out there for a bunch of production meetings and all kinds of weird shit.
For the
Right?
production of the Wobbly Yonder app, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the longest time I was out there. I was staying at my buddy Nick Runge's house.
No, nice. How is? Do you still talk to Nick? I haven't
Oh
seen
yeah,
him for.
he's my best friend, man.
Nice.
He's out. They might be Pasadena. I forgot where him and his girlfriend live now.
Okay.
She's in film production on an awesome crew. I forget what TV show right now, but she's been around.
Cool.
And Nick's just doing studio painting and just blowing everybody away.
Yeah, I've seen his watercolor work. It is just astounding.
Man, that guy could paint with a stick and it'd be astounding. His oil paintings are mind-boggling. Watercolor, everything. He did the logo for Oliver's Oil, my CBD company.
Oh, nice.
It's stunning.
That's cool. Yeah, I remember when he was doing cover work for some different there was a Terminator comic that he did the cover work for. Which,
Oh yeah, he did it. He found out comics wasn't for him. Took me 20 years, but he figured out pretty quickly, you know, that it just wasn't for him. The American comic book industry is fast food. You're just making fucking Wendy's bacon double cheeseburgers and shitting them out for the most part.
yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that's all there is. I mean, nobody's in a hurry to make masterpiece edition comic books. So, I don't know where
Yeah.
I'm going.
Well, and that's what like what we were talking about earlier. That's what you want to focus on is stuff that's going to have some kind of resonance and stick around and
I don't give a shit about quantity.
right.
And power to those that just want to rack up the number of Batman books they do and shit. I don't care. I'm not in a race to be in a quarter bin.
Right.
I'd rather have 5 or 6 more Wobbly Yonder type books in my career than 100, pick your poison, Green Lantern, or
Yeah.
whatever fucking retread tire they pitch my way. And I'm not bashing the people that do that. So, I mean, I'm almost envious, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would have had a much
Well,
better career if I could get in that mindset.
it's just not your bag. You've got your niche.
Yep. And, I got a market for it. I'm fortunate enough. I have enough fans. I have enough companies willing to do things. So I can kind of just do what I want instead of
Cool.
stress all the time. I'm
Well,
going to have fun
it,
instead of just, like I said, I've always been on a mission and I'm ready to just kind of
and it
longboard a little bit and coast.
yeah, it kind of takes you back to like the spark that started like those independent comics. I'm not really talking about like the first years of Image, but that
No,
that creativity certainly was there. But like when you think of like Dark Horse, like established artists that wanted to do their own books, like Miller and Mignola and stuff, and and that's exactly what they did, and
yeah,
that's
Richardson was really smart embracing creators
yeah,
early on. That was the best thing he did. That and getting Aliens and Predators license. That
right.
was the smartest thing he did. But that gave him a budget. But then right away they started doing creator-owned stuff and just
Right.
lighting the world up.
That's awesome. The well, and I think they had Star Wars for a little while.
For a long while.
Yeah,
So they basically brought the Star Wars comic back, I think.
right. Because I think Marvel had a couple titles back in the '80s.
Oh yeah, one of the great runs, Al Williamson.
Yeah.
Uh, Great stuff, man. Fun and goofy. Nothing like the movie.
Yeah.
But whatever, who cares?
Hey, Zach, what kind of comics or films did you grow up with?
My dad had me watching the first Alien thing, Conan the Barbarian, when I was, 5, 6, 7.
Nice.
Grew up with that type of stuff, so I think I was always drawn to that dark, intense, type of stuff. And then he got me into westerns like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is still probably my favorite movie, or at least I think pound for pound the best movie ever made.
Cool.
Uh, Things like that, more. I've always been drawn to fantasy and stuff like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I kind of bounced around and got into more niche films and things like that. And now I'm back to just rewatching Indiana Jones. And
Well, you
things
got
like,
the time too.
oh shit, I've gone through all the Indiana Jones. I even watched the entire Lethal Weapon catalog while I was pulling these all-nighters,
Wow.
wrapping up Hellboy. I giggled the whole time, man. Uh, so I don't know. I'm having fun going through my old '80s movie catalog.
Nice. Yeah, I grew up on the same things. I always enjoyed the good and the bad and the ugly, but definitely John Carpenter's The Thing, Conan.
Oh hell yeah!
Uh,
That he was doing his own music too. I mean, John Carpenter, man.
yeah.
Woo!
Well, he's touring. He does musical tours now.
Yeah, the guy's just a freak. He's done great comics for IDW, and I forgot what I was doing for IDW when had his horror line come out through there.
Yeah.
A lot of fun stuff, man.
Yeah, and he's got his own publishing company now, and so he works with Steve Niles. And
Oh, I know him.
yeah, I'm going to be interviewing him Monday night.
Well, tell him I say hi.
I will do that.
He knows me. We talk like once every 5 years. But I've known him since, well, hell, as their early days IDW too. So
Nice.
obviously he hit he was the first big IDW hit, and then I did Shaun of the Dead right after that.
Oh,
And
cool.
so I got to meet a lot of cool people back then.
I remember hearing stories too about like Shaun of the Dead when they were trying to get like theatrical release. They would, rent out theaters, and they would even do this in the U.S. And rent out theaters and do Q&As and stuff, and like, nobody was really showing up. And then after you sat through the movie and did the Q, it was like, this is the most phenomenal fucking movie. What's going on?
Yeah, I just had to get people in front of it, and that's kind of what the comic was for.
Yeah.
It was before the DVD release here in the United States, and they wanted to add a few scenes that weren't in the movie to make the comic book special. But yeah, a very young Sean Murphy and myself cracked that shit out in like 2004 or something, and
Nice.
but they did it to your point for PR for the movie, and
Sure.
it Hell, the book did well. It was in print for 14 years.
Oh, that's great.
I don't get a cent.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fucking. I don't own it. It's the entertainment industry, man.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's just how it is, man.
Stefara joined us. Hi, Stefara. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. We're just sitting here doodling, sketching away with Zach Howard from Hellboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for everybody that's joining us, feel free to hit us up with questions and stuff. Zach's sketching away on the Hulk, and
Play Hulk.
yeah, dude. Let's see what's going on this other screen. I've got like 2 different watch parties going.
Weird. I don't even know what that means.
That's probably for the best. Just stay away from that. You won't get sucked into this black hole. Yeah. So everybody on the watch parties, feel free to hit us up with questions and stuff. For everybody that's not familiar with Zach's work, get the fuck familiar, because he's doing phenomenal work with Hellboy.
Well, I'm pretty obscure. I mean, I'm an indie guy most of my career, so I forgive everyone. It's almost fun being obscure because it can kind of gives you freedom to do whatever the hell you want.
Right. You can still go to the gas station and
every time I get a little taste of fame, I just run. It feels gross, man.
Yeah, you almost. You were. I remember you were talking about getting Wild Blue Yonder made into a film, and then but now you're going to be able to work on some new story ideas. Is the idea also to get that translated into other mediums, or just focus on the storytelling of in the comic book form?
Well, I got a freelance agent that's pretty good. So when we do I'm only concentrating on the comic book. I'm not gonna be swayed by the siren song anymore.
Right.
I mean, money's nice, but it's not worth it. It really isn't.
Yeah.
Not that I made millions, but the money was. It's more money than comics, but it's always a nightmare every second of every day. What I plan on doing is just making books how I want to, and when they're ready, I'll just give them to my agent and, have fun.
Nice.
And I don't even think about it. So, it's the less I have to interact with that world, the happier I am.
That's cool. Yeah. So, hey, growing up, back to those type of questions.
Yeah.
What was do you recall what your first comic book was? I got.
It was the Conan magazine #1.
Holy shit!
I was living in Germany on a military base, and you didn't really get comics, but they suddenly had this spinner rack, and it had Conan magazine on it. So
wow.
I had the whole first, 13 issues of the John Buscema run on the oversized thing, and then
yeah.
And then when we made it into Frankfurt, the military base there had these like 3-pack comic editions where you get just random Marvel comics. It'd be, like X-Men, Spider-Man, and whatever dumbass tier C comic book that they're trying to get you to buy. But that's how I did it for a long time. And, I think my mom gave away my comics moving to wherever. And when I was in Hawaii, in like the 8th grade, my buddy brought over a comic one day when I was sick after school, and it was X-Men 2, Uncanny X-Men 259, where Wolverine was crucified on the cover.
Yep, I remember that. That was one of my favorite X-Men comics.
That's the book that it reignited, man. Silvestri just fucking lit my world on fire that day.
Yeah,
and
I remember.
The Wolverine series was just starting like the next month.
Right.
And it was like
with Larry Hama, right?
No. Chris Claremont, John Buscema.
Oh, no kidding.
The All-Star Classic the great Wolverine run. Sienkiewicz covers,
Nice.
Klaus Janson, Al Williamson. It was murder's row. And then John Byrne did a run right after it.
Wow.
So I'm rereading those right now, letting the kid come out in me. It's a lot of fun.
That's cool. It's nice to be able to, kind of revisit and yeah. Do you find when you read those, do you find like new hidden treasures, new things to
It's different eyes now, man. Of course,
yeah,
I'm looking at them through the eyes of a pro and the eyes of a kid, the nostalgia of a kid.
right.
You know, it's it's just interesting. I love it, and then I see mistakes. It's fun. My eyes can see all the little things now, the geniuses that you could never appreciate, the bad decision making from quick inking, just all these crazy things. It's just a really neat spectrum of entertainment that I'm getting.
Nice. And and the mistakes that you catch, that's not to deter from the experience. I think that's definitely part of the enrichment.
It's I like the Japanese. Like when I was a potter, I was in doing my thesis. My professor used to always lecture me about how the Japanese, they treasure when like a little crack or something happens in a high fire, sculpture or vessel or something like that.
Mhm.
It kind of brings life to the piece, or what makes it unique. The warts sometimes make it what it is. So you don't want everything quite perfect.
No, yeah, I usually enjoy the fuck ups. With my work, I tend to when I mess up, I've got so many lines going that I just sit there. It's like, okay, how can I make this a positive? How do I make it work with the piece, as opposed to sitting there, since I'm doing it on wood, sit there with a sander and sanding it out. It's like, how do you make this? How do you integrate it?
That's part of the fun of it, especially
Yeah,
when you're doing more of a painterly type, technique or piece or something like that, or medium. Uh, Layering is kind of part of the process. So mistakes is part of the journey, I would suspect.
it is. If anything, it makes it makes me a little bit more invested. So it really holds my attention and makes it that much more playful. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's always fun to hear people. It's like, wow, if you screw up, it was like, what are you talking about? This whole piece is a screw up. That's why it's lovely.
Yeah, everything's so subjective and eye of the beholder. So what the hell is really a mistake? I mean, it's
Sure.
either wrong or right. It either looks good or doesn't. But even within that, you could have the greatest illustrator. There's going to be people that don't like Barry Windsor Smith. Okay,
Right.
so you can't get too invested in what's the best style, what do people like, what should I do. Just
Right. Well,
Alan Watts that shit, man. Just find out whatever fucking makes you happy and just keep doing it. And if you stop being happy doing it, the
do something
greatest
else.
lesson of my life, stop fucking doing it.
Right. And the other high component too is I have yet to meet that person that doesn't like Barry Windsor Smith.
Well, there's all sorts of weird people out there, man. So don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of weird fucks in my career.
Do you find you meet some pretty interesting people at comic book convention, or is it more on the business end?
Oh, the convention, definitely the more entertaining. I've sold the first Aliens page I ever sold for when I did that Aliens 30th anniversary for Dark Horse was
Yeah.
to a fucking guy in a furry. He was a furry. As a rabbit.
That's
And
awesome.
I didn't know what to do, but he was nice, and I sold him a fucking page.
That's
So
awesome. That's
screw
great.
it. Go furries.
I think those are the best kind of interesting people. People that
He paid my mortgage for a
yeah.
month.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's wonderful. Oh man. Looks like Et Mac joined and Brett Smith. I guess he must have had a bathroom break, but he joined again.
Oh,
Pepper says the Cape rocks.
oh, thank you, Pepper.
Yeah, yeah. You got any interesting stories with working with Joe Hill?
Oh shit! I've never met a man uh, be able to communicate with his fans and interact with them. You know, doing signings with them. I learned more about being a pro and how to the importance of making your fans smile. And even if you only got a minute, make that minute matter for that person that waited in line.
Oh, that's great.
He's just such a good dude. And you wouldn't, I mean, he doesn't have to be, a guy that and he made it without using his father's name and things like that. So,
Yeah.
he's a good human being. He's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. Just working with him's a good time. It's more fun to just hang out with him, have dinner or something like that. Super smart, super interesting. Uh, I don't know. Very witty.
Cool.
Gabe Rodriguez is a ton of fun to work out with just hang out with. Be friends with those whole crews. They're superstars and really good people.
Nice.
It's so nice when the good guys win, with especially Lock and Key, because I've watched the struggles they've gone through with the years in production with that, and now that it's doing so damn well worldwide on Netflix.
Yeah.
I've never met more deserving people than Gabe and Joe Hill.
Oh, that's great.
The Cape, he brings in his writing partner, Jason Ciaramella, and he scripts the Cape. And Joe weighs in, and they bounce around ideas, and then they throw them to me, and then I, take the scenes and work with Jason's script and push and pull the panels until we're all happy, and there we go.
Cool. So it sounds like quite an enriching collaboration.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the closer collaborations I have on books that I'm not in full control of.
That's not. Do you find that that's in short supply right now in the comic book industry?
Books that I control of it, or
no, just things that you're in control of. When working on other books.
Well, it doesn't bring me joy. I don't think most people can keep up with my intensity. So if I'm not, and two, I'm obsessed with sequential storytelling and excellence. So if you're not ready, I can be pretty intense. How hard I go on a book and how good I want to make it and things like that. So sometimes production guys have trouble working with me. But that's part of collaboration. There's all types. There's people that just kind of wing it, and there's snipers, and then there's people that just charge forward. I'm more of a one shot, one kill. I like to plan and I like to execute.
Yeah.
But that's just my goals. There is no wrong or right way. I just like to the point. I like when I make. If I'm going to spend time making something, I want to be the best goddamn thing ever. I don't want to spend 2 months on something, and again, it be a quarter bin comic. It breaks my heart, man. It just a little piece of me dies when something like that happens.
Yeah, something you put your heart and soul into.
Yeah, so if I'm going to burn calories, one, I'm going to give 100%, and I'm going to see how far I can take it. Not far enough to make it fun, but how fucking far can we take this? Let's go crazy. Let's do something people talk about.
Right. Thanks for that, Bonnie Raitt.
Hope that answered. I tend to ramble.
Oh no, that's good. It looks like Weird Harold Simmons has joined us. Hi, Weird Harold, or just Harold.
Weird. He's a Cosby joke. Hi, Weird Harold.
Hey guys, we're not hearing any questions. Hopefully you guys haven't gone completely radio silent on us. Looks like there's 5 of you watching right now. Feel free to hit us up, hit up Zach with some questions. If you want any technical advice on art, here's a good opportunity. What kind of horror movies you really into? We talked a little bit about The Thing and John Carpenter.
That's definitely my favorite of all time. The first Alien is one of my favorite horror movies.
Oh yeah, that was just so masterful.
Yes. Thing being my favorite, just pure horror movie. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, the remake, obviously John Carpenter. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I just watched Train to Busan last night, and
Oh,
I was
that's really
pleasantly
cool.
surprised.
Yeah, that's a
Usually, when
good
people
zombie flick.
suggest foreign films to me, when I'm done, I want to kick them in the nuts. But this one, I pleasantly surprised.
That's good. Does your wife watch them with you or
Oh, she's really into the cheese dick horror things. She likes
nice?
the dumber the. She likes horror like I like kung fu. The dumber the better.
Nice. So she likes like maybe B movies or Evil
Oh
Dead type
yeah,
stuff.
just dog shit. She'll have the Sci-Fi Channel on. There you go, Meg. I'm telling how you like shitty pork. You heard that?
Hi, Meg.
Say hi to Daniel Crosier right there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. That's my
He's
real
drawing
old hand.
Gremlins.
That's pretty cool. I'm a when it comes to B movies, I'm a big fan of like Trauma. So like the Toxic Avenger movies and Terra
You ever meet
Firma.
those guys and everything? I'm sure you have with cons and everything.
Oh
Right?
yeah, no, I've this last summer they did a screening at the Oriental Theater with a new class of Nukem High sequel, and I mean it was awesome.
Well,
I
good.
got to introduce Elise to those level of B movies, and
Oh, cool.
she loved it. She had so much fun with it, and we got to hang out with Lloyd and his wife Pat. She was the New York Film Commissioner
Oh,
for
wow.
over 20 years, and
Holy shit.
she's considered one of the most influential women in Hollywood. Yeah, like
Cool.
the top 20.
That's amazing, man.
And it's because she was able to do so much for the film industry, for the state of New York. And
Well,
that,
that'll do it.
yeah,
That's an economy right there.
yeah. She was able to help push the tax incentives, get big budget films like like the Spider-Man movies shot there, but at the same
Yeah.
time open up massive incentives for indie filmmakers to produce the films.
It's amazing what a few tax credits can do, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, granted, New York has always been kind of a popular place to film, but the financial aspects and the infrastructure might not have been there prior to
Well,
her.
it wouldn't be what it is, that's for certain.
Yeah, but yeah. So I ended up driving them around all weekend. It was fun. It was like driving around my R-rated parents. If yeah.
They used to be staples back on like the Wizard. I used to do the Wizard World circuit and stuff
Oh
before it
yeah.
became a complete trash heap. And they were just a staple there. You just had a regular crew. It was Troma Films,
Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno, all the washed up Star Wars actors. It was every show you got to see. Just it was an adventure.
Nice. Yeah. Lloyd's always been pretty fun. He's been pretty generous. Him and his team have been pretty generous to us. So I
Oh, that's amazing.
yeah,
Good.
I've done interviews with him, and yeah, he's a fun one to interview because he's so lively, you know.
Yeah,
But
good.
we talked about some of his volunteer work, working for I think the Peace Corps, and he actually wanted to go out and do public service, just run
Holy
charity
shit. Well, good.
and that sort of thing. And then he fell in when he was in Harvard. He fell into the art form that is B films, and Well, he also is, I think, one of the cameramen and editors on Rocky.
Oh, badass.
Yeah.
Well, one of the all-time great films.
Oh yeah. God, that Hulk is just turning out amazing.
I thought I'd do a few clouds for everybody,
No,
maybe a little splatter.
that's
Any
great.
requests? More dry brushing, or people want me to go back to the Hulk? What's up?
Let's see here. Pepper is saying I am drawing while watching, so he's into it. Oh, my friend Julian just popped up. Hey, Julian, how you doing? Julian's got a fantastic graphic novel that's coming out from Tinto Press here pretty soon.
Outstanding to hear. Congrats.
Yeah, he's a writer and illustrator, and it's a kind of a cat fantasy story. It's a little bit like Day of the Dead, but in Italy and with cats.
I love it. Congrats. Excited to see it.
Yeah, it'll be pretty stellar. So Hulk had too much Qdoba, huh?
Oh yeah, he's blown it out behind him. This is a stage 4 Chipotle's fart.
Yeah, well, at least it was curbside, right?
Let's hope. My wife brought me some beer. Support your local brewery, everyone.
That's right. God damn it. Yeah. Oh my God. Breweries
Keep them alive.
Breweries are getting hit right now. There's so many.
40 to 60% of Colorado breweries are expected not to survive. So buy a Crowler or some shit. Just help them out. Help your community.
Yeah. Is there the one that you like? Do they have a website or that you can go?
There's several, man. I say just look up the closest one to your house and go there. But I do the Halfpenny by my house. I'm way down south, though.
Centennial?
Comrade is one of my all-time favorite breweries. My buddy works at Downhill Brewing. And they're hurting. I don't know. Just pick somebody. Buy a comic book at a comic book shop. Just help your economy, man.
They're definitely hurting. What is it? We got Hall of Justice out here in Aurora. It's your All Seas Collectibles. It's your All in a Dream on Colfax, Mutiny Cafe. I Want More Comics. It's here. Yeah, Time Warp in Boulder.
That's the only one I've been to in Colorado. So.
Yeah, definitely get out there. Support as many as you can. I think.
Yeah. I don't give a shit who it is. Just right. If it's a small business,
just help them out.
Buy something.
Looks like Pepper's still drawn.
Drinking. My wife got me my beer right there.
So. Oh, that's nice.
It tastes fantastic. Thank you. So I'll jump back and draw some details on the Hulk. I wanted to get some of this dry brush for everybody.
Nice. I'm just trying to fill in lines.
I will let you. You might be the only asshole that draws more lines per square inch than me, Dan.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, how long does it take you to do a page, do you think? Just on average.
Well, the Hellboy, the second issue, they were taking fucking 4.5 days a page.
Wow. That's intense. I think 2 days ago I posted an old Iggy Pop piece of art that I did back in 2016. Cool. It was 11 by 17. That took me 20 hours.
Well, I mean, most of my pieces have, 70 hours in them.
Wow, that's fantastic. Jeez, that's amazing.
I fucking hate second place, Dan.
I get that.
I don't care. I won't sleep. It's gonna fucking be good. I may be slow, but you don't have to worry. I got you. Shit's gonna look good.
Nice.
That's all I can promise.
What do you think the longest you've ever spent?
Oh my God! The double page spread in the Cape sequel, the first issue.
Oh, nice.
That I don't even know. 10, 11 days
Wow.
for one piece.
Jeez, that's amazing.
That's a, you know, it I swear I go through mental illness on some pages, like stages of mental illness. It just, you know, it,
Do you ever think you have like some version of like PTSD on some of this stuff? Because
of course,
artists do
of
put.
course.
I mean, they're wearing their heart on their sleeve by putting the art to the ink to paper.
It's it's hard to explain to people that don't put their asses on the line or their egos on the line is a better way to put it. I'm not a
Right.
fucking soldier or a fireman or something. Uh, I meant it figuratively. You just when something is a complete and total expression of you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're trying to express yourself, it's very natural to be sensitive. And the people that aren't, you'll notice, are usually mediocre too. You know,
Yeah.
it's like meeting a champion fighter that isn't a little cocky. Look, he's got to believe he can kick everybody's ass. He's
Yeah.
just gotta, otherwise he isn't going to be champ.
Right.
Um, so I kind of take that mentality into this, but try and be a little less combative about it. I just kind of live in my own world and compete against myself, if that makes sense.
Oh no, totally. I mean, yeah. If you're not your own worst, judge of your own work, what the hell are you doing?
Well, the thing is, it's balance. You gotta be cocky enough to try
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and diligent enough to succeed, but you gotta, to what we were talking about before, you gotta balance your ego. You need your ego, and you need a little bit of false confidence to move forward.
Right.
But then you gotta balance that, so you don't get depressed or big-headed or all the traps. It's a tightrope. You can't go too much one way or the other way. You can't start thinking.
Right.
And I've seen so many, and it's almost always guys. It just fucking they they turn into monsters, man. They just get a smell of fame and a little bit of juice, and you can just see it's like a drug. You just see them transform like a vampire bit them. They're not even the person you knew. So
Yeah.
I think it's really important to avoid that and stay true to what the fuck you're gonna do. Because if you don't do that, you're not an artist. I'm sorry. If
Well,
all you're doing is trying to make other people happy, I don't even know what the fuck you are. You're definitely not living for yourself.
on
Not that you're not trying to make, I don't mean like help your fellow man. I just mean as an artist, it should be a selfish passion. And if it's not, you're not being an artist at that moment. And I truly believe that.
at the same time too, like artists, especially ones just starting out or they're hitting a tough patch, that follow through to get it finished.
So goddamn hard. And
Yeah.
that's 90% of it, man.
Yeah.
And the more time consuming my style became, it's like the fucking abyss is just burning your ass while you're drawing. You know, it mentally it took a lot out on me these last 10 years. Um, and I don't know. I'm really happy with my decision to just kind of pull back and I don't know, just follow my muse for a while.
if if you were to, obviously, it's not in the cards right now. You've got a path that you want to take, and you're taking it. Um, but if there was another opportunity to do another more commercial book, kind of along the lines of like Hellboy or something, is there like a character or a topic that stands out to you?
I'm drawing them right now. I've done almost
Uh,
all my bucket list items in my life. Hellboy was on there, and it was funny right as I was becoming almost available. One of the reasons I was late is I had to do, I start my CBD business and exiting my entertainment company at the
uh-huh.
same time. So I got a little late start on Hellboy and fell behind. But that being said, uh, shit, dude. Sorry, I was drawing. What was your question
Oh
again?
no, what character would you want? You said you're drawing him, so the Hulk.
but a mean story. Like I think Ron Mars asked me the other day, and I was like, the Hulk, maybe a good Spider-Man story. For
Oh,
some reason, every time I draw Spider-Man, the fucking kid comes out in me. Yeah,
oh,
I don't even
cool.
read Spider-Man books or anything, but the damn kid, like giggly kid, comes out in me when I draw Spider-Man. So I could see myself maybe doing that, but you know, I've done all these characters. I don't really care about just doing a mediocre story. So if a writer came to me with just a good teeth chipping Hulk story that kicked you in the fucking chest, I'd be up for it.
Nice.
And I don't know. I'm just gonna follow my muse. If something piques my interest enough, shit, I'll try it.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
I'm just done with fucking bosses and playing the game. And even when I have good editors and stuff, it's just the jobs become nightmares. And there was a time I used to have a lot of fun making comic books, and
Hmm.
it's not there anymore. So I need to change. And it's not the medium; it's the game. And it's not the industry's fault. It's my fucking fault. The industry is what the industry is. I just have
Hmm.
had an inability to function properly in it. I'm fortunate I've had such I've had the career I've had with
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
I'm not always easy for editors, man.
No, hey, you're able to make a career out of it. That's certainly amazingly successful.
Well, again, I'd rather be I'd rather be great and late than fucking on time.
Hmm.
Fuck who wants to be first of the party? Fuck you.
Oh man.
You're gonna be ready you're gonna know when I show the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's like, yeah, I'm here. It's late. I set your car on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
I came in through the window.
looks like Lynn and Sweet Pea just joined us. Hi
Oh
guys.
boy.
Feel free to hit us up with any questions. Zach's here sketching away on an amazing Hulk. Zach, isn't this going to one of your fans?
Yes, a guy named Keith Oschlager. He's a art teacher for Arvada West.
Oh,
So,
fantastic!
he is actually my old MMA and BJJ instructor. Um,
Wow, that's cool.
Badass, good painter. You can look him up online. He's on Facebook. He does landscape painting and just good environment shots, like shots he takes with his camera, and then does these beautiful recreation paintings. They're worth checking out. So.
Wonderful. That
Um,
that's fantastic that you're able to do this for a friend.
yeah, he used to choke me unconscious. So
So you owe him something, otherwise he might come
I
for you.
guess so. He's one of the few men I know could just fucking break me in two, and I had no choice, no say in the matter. So none.
Yeah.
So good man too, as nice as a person gets. So
Pepper, popped up again. Pepper would love the opportunity to work with you, Howard.
sure. What are we working on?
I don't know. Are you pitching something, Pepper, or do you want to just help him out in the studio?
I could use an assistant. I'm tired. I'm old. My fingers hurt.
Yeah, Pepper's fantastic. Pepper used to be one of our actors for Camp Crash. And
When
then
you let me act in it,
we'll totally let you act in it.
you let me be in an episode.
I will let you be in an episode. I've written hundreds of characters, almost literally, for Camp Crash, just because I've got so many friends, and it's just like, whoa, this would be fun for this person to walk on and have a line and stuff.
I
And
will do a poster if you put me in one of your episodes.
excellent, we will do that. We'll see if we can get you in episode 4, and then we got a little bit to shoot of 5. 3's pretty much planned. The rest of
Gosh, man, just keep it in the back burner, okay?
oh yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
great.
Incidentally, Pepper did illustrate one of our posters too. Every episode gets a poster.
Well, I will join her. I don't know. I'll join all the great talent you have. Posters, actors, everything. It'll be fun to be part of.
Yeah, we've also got the Enigma, yeah, in the series too. So
That's the tattooed horn guy.
yeah. He's no longer has the horns.
Back. He used to be a Wizard World guy.
Yeah, he. I used to have him at because I used to do his comic books.
Yeah.
I
I have one of yours with his.
Yeah, I think so. I think I gave you one of ours, and then he used to at Denver Comic Con. I'd always have him at the table. He's always a lot of fun. He'll be if everything works out, and they can start doing shows again. He'll be in Denver in the fall at Fright Fest.
Oh, cool.
At Elitch Gardens.
Neat, man.
Yeah, he's the Halloween mainstay for.
Well, that's great. From X-Files, I mean, obviously he's been around, man.
Yeah, he's been around. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. I'd love to be able to write more comics and stuff for him. Yeah, I wrote a screenplay for him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to pitch it to Clive Barker through like one of those Project Green Light, yeah. And so yeah, I ended up taking this horror comedy and making it more Clive Barker-esque.
Cool.
And so it's like really graphic and really kind of torture porn type thing. And
nice.
Obviously we didn't get picked, but but then you like look at the finished product that did and won and everything, and it's just like, oh my god, their pitch video was better than the film. And if they're
doesn't production it's hard getting your dream out there, man.
It's so difficult, yeah. But I mean, at the same time, congrats to those guys. They got to get that through the goal line.
Fuck yeah, dude! Anytime something gets through, it's a minor miracle. And anybody that's been in the process knows that. And congratulations to everybody that gets to the other fucking side. And if you can make something even remotely decent, again, it's a minor miracle in this industry. So fucking hats off to you.
Yeah, so
I don't care what you make.
Yeah, I think we'll revisit that script and put back all the comedy elements in it, because I'm more of somebody that just loves horror comedies.
Oh, of course, man. Sam Raimi showed how it's done.
Yep. Yeah, Sam Raimi, American Werewolf in London.
Oh, one of the greats.
Yeah. Yeah, God, I love that movie. Shaun of the Dead. I mean, that's the new standard.
Yeah, again, I'm just so happy I got to draw that book, because I got to watch that movie about 300 times while I was drawing it to, make sure everything was on spec.
Oh, yeah, for the references and stuff?
Yeah, because I didn't want to just draw the scenes in the movie, so I was like drawing things from different angles and stuff, and Edgar Wright sent me like I think it was his brother or something draws, or was trying to do comic art. So he sent me like some of his comic pages.
Oh, cool.
Some of the scenes that didn't make it into the movie. And then I translated those into some when Sean runs away from the zombies near the end of the movie to get him away so everybody can get into the bar.
Yeah.
I draw how he gets rid of them and jumps into a dumpster. And, little scenes like that didn't make it into the movie.
Oh, okay.
So it's really fun to be kind of behind the scenes on that one, man. I mean, those guys, him and Simon Pegg, are so goddamn talented.
Yeah. Did you ever see their BBC series Spaced?
Yep.
Oh my god, it's so good.
The precursor, and then it's his ex-girlfriend in Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah. Elise turned me on to the series. We probably, go through that, like the 2 seasons that it was on, like probably a couple times a year.
It's good stuff, man. Hot Fuzz. Anytime those guys get together, In fact, usually my biggest commissions are Shaun of the Dead. Like if you find a Shaun of the Dead hardcover, I
Mm,
do sketches on the inside front cover, and those usually
nice.
are a crowd pleaser.
Nice.
That it's just a beloved movie, and for a good reason. It's just A plus.
Yeah, yeah. I hope that they get to go the three of them. Nick Frost and Edgar Wright and
Nick
Simon Pegg.
Frost is amazing too, man.
Yeah.
The shittiest part is like while I'm doing it, you could tell like Edgar Wright or something had been drinking because I get like an email at like 2 in the morning. He's like, "Let's go out for a beer. I'm in LA," and I'm like, "I'll be there in 16 hours, bro." It's hard to, that would have been cool.
Yeah, when we were in, what was it? Oh, Melissa May just joined in. Hi, Melissa. She's a fantastic, stage producer, and
Cool.
does some
That's
amazing.
a tough job, man.
Yeah, she does amazing, themed burlesque shows,
Ooh.
events. So
I saw a strawberry shortcake burlesque show at that wrestling lucha libre and laughs or whatever.
yeah, probably so.
That was, I think, the only burlesque show I ever saw. And again, I was drunk and more entertained than I've ever been,
Nice.
or had been in a long time at a show, at least.
Yeah, the last one she produced was horror themed shows, kind of I mean, it's a little gothic horror, but there's a little bit more specific term I think for it. Pepper says, "I have no big idea, but I can help you out."
Help me out. Okay, sure, shit. I'm up for anything, guys. Pitch me fun shit. I'm looking for things to do that
Um,
aren't drawing your comic book.
yeah, yeah. Pepper said he's gonna go eat, and he'll direct message you sometime.
Good to go. Nice meeting you, man.
Thanks, Pepper. Oh, Jack Smith just joined us. Hey, Smitty. So, guys, feel free to message us. We love chatting with you. Even though it's us doing the chatting and you guys doing the typing.
Yeah, I don't see anything. So, Daniel is the wellspring from which I flow.
That's dangerous. I'm so sorry. We're gonna sink then.
At least for tonight, right?
Pretty much, yeah. We'll resurrect nicely tomorrow. Yeah. So that's God. That is a pretty sharp, Hulk. Yeah, I would love to see a Hulk story with you, on it. What's your favorite Hulk story?
Man, I even did a Hulk book, and I mean, I got
Really?
to work with my childhood, like when I did the Hulk, like in '86 when Mignola was doing covers, and I got to work with Daniel Stern on the one I did, and it just was kind of like it was a side character centric graphic novel about telling stories of the Hulk through the centuries, and wasn't quite what I wanted. I was proud to be part of it. It just wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
the most fun and exciting Hulk story. So yeah, I don't know if I ever did one. I just want a really just dark, violent. I want Frank Miller from 1990 to fucking write it.
Wow, that's fantastic. It's very specific too.
Well, there you go. You asked the question.
Well, and when you evoke like Frank Miller, especially that time period, it kind of makes me think of like, wow, I wonder what he would do with like a Mister Fix-It Hulk. Oh, my girlfriend just chimed in. Hey, hon.
Oh, I would do a Mr. Fix-It Hulk in a heartbeat. One of my all-time favorites.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, and it's a little different, you could have so much fun with that character.
Yeah. Because that Mister Fix-It was very 1980s and
Late 80s,
90s.
early 90s,
Yeah.
Peter David.
Oh, that's right, Peter David. Man, he was a longtime scribe on the Incredible Hulk.
The great Hulk writer, man, took the mantle away from David Stern, in my opinion. I mean, props to, yeah, Stern, shit, Roger Stern, sorry.
Yeah.
Too many names.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, that'd be one I'd do. I mean, I'll have to bug Mark Paniccia someday or something and see if I can get him drunk and get him to commit.
Oh, there you go. You know, just.
But that being said, right now I'm just doing my own shit. I've been so shitty to my fans and haven't been doing commissions because I've been trying to do books and build IPs and an entertainment company and all the selfish shit. So now I'm going to spend 2 years just drawing for fans that have been paying my goddamn mortgage.
That's cool. But yeah, to some degree, that's a nice way to give back too.
Well, you know, it's I just want to do quality ones, you know. And then after, say, like a year of doing commissions, I'll just make a sketchbook and then, you know, make it a cheap and available for everybody to enjoy.
Nice. So, do you still enjoy doing convention shows?
Just starting back up. I had 7 lined up this year, and they're all canceled. So, except for yours, I think, but we'll see.
Yeah. So hopefully we're able to do ours. We keep we're pushing.
We'll be I'll be doing a lot more now.
Yeah.
So I'm switching gears. Going to do again more fan interaction stuff.
Oh, Elise says hi.
Hi, Elise. Sorry you didn't win. I just couldn't draw another fucking tree. I'd stab my eyes out. But I'm in her debt because she had a great suggestion.
Yeah, she said she got a message from you on it.
Yeah, I felt bad. I just didn't have energy in my hand. For people that want to hear a funny anecdote, let's see if you can see my hand here. Yeah, it's healing up now, but it was all fucked up. I just finished a page, and my buddy gave me a VR headset system because he was done with it, I guess. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try it and reward myself and take a break.
Right.
Took an hour and a half setting it up. I downloaded a boxing game.
Oh, cool.
In 3 minutes, I punched completely through the TV to the back.
Holy shit!
My wife's pulling glass out of my fucking hand, and there's something still in there. So I'm not even joking. When I finished the last Hellboy page, I had the brush taped to my middle finger because I couldn't hold the brush, but I could hold the brush against it, if that makes sense. You know? So.
Oh, yeah. God, I'm sorry that that happened. Elise says that's okay.
Well, good. She can, I'll get her a sketchbook or quick doodle or something next time I see her.
Cool. Oh, she'll love it. She's the one that is writing the Stanley Kaiju, that one I mentioned before that I'm finishing on.
Are you a Kaiju fan?
I love Kaiju monsters. I did. I've got a giant Gorgo, mural that on a piece of wood in the back here. I'll show it to you sometime, and then I've got a fun Godzilla one I did for Dwight for a commission, and I just need an excuse to draw these like the Gremlins character. Stripe. I was watching.
Gremlins 2?
Yeah, Gremlins 2, new batch. Yeah, just the other day. And, I remember when it came out, I'm just like, why don't I like this? And then, as the years went by, it's like, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so cheesy and silly, and I love it's so B-movie, and it's so fun.
It's something.
Yeah, well, it's not good, but I love it.
I get it, man. I like stupid shit too.
Yeah,
makes me giggle. Yeah, I mean, if you ever want to make me happy, just put in Flash Gordon and.
Oh my God, that's one of my favorite movies. I love it.
My pants giggling.
I had the opportunity to watch it. What was it? A few years ago, it was screening. It was a sing along
Ah,
screening at Alamo Drafthouse, and Tim Miller,
I
TK
believe
Miller.
so. I'm not good with names, but that sounds very familiar.
He's a sculptor with
Yeah.
Sideshow and
I
Deep
believe
Blue.
so.
Yeah, so him and his wife and Rio Herrera came down, and we went to Alamo Drafthouse, and
Rio's good people.
yeah, they're so much fun. We got to sing along to the Queen soundtrack, and it was being hosted. It was kind of like what was it? Mystery Science Theater 3000
Badass.
style. So there's some smart ass commentary, but it was funny. It made the experience just that much more fun. And they dubbed in a lot of different Queen songs in the regular soundtrack. So like when they're on the space cycles, the sky cycles,
Uh-huh.
they're playing Queen's Bicycle. Bicycle, bicycle. I
That's
want
great,
to
man.
ride my
Wait,
bicycle, but it still had the same impact. It was,
that's amazing.
oh my
I just
god,
want to hear Fat Bottom Girls while Flash Gordon's
yes,
like
oh
with a
my
football
god,
or something.
especially well, obviously when like they're in Ming's castle, and you got the harem and everything going, and that might be a little too on the nose though.
Dude, Who Wants to Live Forever there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Highlander theme.
Yeah, start playing Highlander.
Oh my god, that's great. Oh, that would be a great crossover is Highlander and Flash Gordon.
Know what I've got? Speaking of crossovers, I
Uh,
found a YouTube channel. It's like Bill McClintock or something. He mashes up two radically different musicians or bands.
okay.
And my favorite of all fucking time is the Bangles and Slayer, Walk
What?
Like an Angel of Death.
Oh my
If
god,
anybody
that's
wants to
awesome.
change their life, look that shit up.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Walk
Yeah.
Like an Angel of Death. This guy, it's like B-52s and Slayer, and it's like Michael Jackson and this guy, Metallica and Marvin Gaye. It's just unbelievable, this musical engineer, and they put the videos together. It's just beautiful.
Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah, I'll have to check that out. I think I've seen a few of those get like shared around on Facebook.
He has a whole channel, and there's like 72 of them or something ridiculous.
Oh,
It's
geez.
just, I mean, the Temptations. Oh, Danzig and the Temptations. Mother was a Rolling Stone.
Oh god, that actually
Life changing.
that sounds like something that would really fit, with his voice, and then
Oh,
and then
dude.
the Temptations. Like I'd imagine them being a little bit back up, but man, setting the pace. Oh, that sounds great.
So that's my suggestion to the quarantine crowd.
Definitely
And so
check.
you're less dumb, I suggest a site called Geographics on YouTube. It's free. It's
Nice.
about bizarre places in the world and the history of that specific place.
Hey, Zach, it's
Yes.
after 7 o'clock. Did you want to start winding down?
Yeah, let's wind down a little. My hand's starting to die here. Does
Okay.
anybody want one last thing? Inked, splattered? Anybody want to see me do anything?
Yeah.
Do it.
Anybody got any last questions here before we wrap up? Um, yeah. Oh, Elise says, yay. She really likes the idea of getting a little sketch from you.
Cuckoo.
Yeah. So, hey, what do you recommend for some of the younger artists that are wanting to go into comics or go into the industry? What do you recommend they just like self publish or just
Well,
do their own
it
thing?
depends. What is your goal? Alan Watts the shit. If you're Alan Watts, just listen. The first thing to ask you if you want to be a professional artist of any type, but say you want to be a sequential artist, a comic book artist,
Hmm.
you Ask yourself, if money were no object, if money weren't part of society, what would you do with your time? And then you fucking do that, and you do it 100%, and you don't let anything stop you. I don't give a shit about your platform, your genre. None of it matters. Your passion, your determination, and your diligence. You know if you're lying to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So be honest with yourself. What the fuck do you want? And go do that. I don't care if it takes 10 years, just do that. Because at the end of the fucking when that journey's over, you're going to be a different person and in a place in full control of your life rather than other people controlling your life.
Nice.
So that's my advice. Nothing specific. It's philosophical.
Well, it's also like that punk rock ethos. Do it yourself.
Fucking be yourself, man. Henry Rollins, that shit.
Right.
A pot of coffee, a fucking pen, and an attitude.
That's right. Get the best albums to motivate you.
Black coffee.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So, young artists out there, get better at whatever the fuck you want to do. Quit making excuses for yourself. Never make an excuse. If you suck, you suck. Don't be mad at yourself. That gives you an opportunity to grow. Be motivated by it. Shit, I get to learn now. And if you get excited by learning, my God, everybody's stupid, man. If you can self-teach and if you have discipline, you will crush everyone. I promise you. I fucking promise you. I promise you. You know if you're lying to yourself. So stop lying to yourself. There's my advice.
Nice. No, I love it. Yeah, God, that's great. I love it.
So there you go. Go kick ass, everyone. Don't worry about what other people think.
That's right. Yeah, get some coffee.
Drink coffee, hail Satan. Words to live by.
Satan's a co-pilot. He has all the best albums.
Thanks, everyone who viewed. I will post this on my social sites. For those that don't know, I had to get away from Twitter, so Twitter's not my type of platform. So now that I don't have to promote my books, I just quit Twitter. So Instagram, Facebook, DeviantArt,
nice,
blah blah blah.
Cool. Yeah, Zach, thanks so much for tonight. I appreciate you coming on and having the opportunity to sketch with you live and take questions and just be able to chat with you. It's nice to kind of have that laid back time to do it.
My pleasure, man. This is great, and we'll do it live and in person next time.
That sounds great. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, from Facebook Live, but stay on Skype for a minute and. And thanks again to everybody that was able to tune in, and we'll be able to tune in to The Joy of Painting with Bob later.
Take care, everyone.
All right. Thanks. Bye.